Elon killed the stream.
Oh, okay, and
All
we're
right,
back.
we're back. Sorry, that page really, Oh man, I think I'm running out of fucking memory uh on my computer too, which I think is part.
Oh my god. We need to get you an Amazon wish list in the chat.
Oh my god, yeah.
Actually, yeah, Hallie Mead, if you have any rich T-girl admirer
Yeah.
friends that
Seriously.
could lavish Maddie with a new monitor and like
I need
she's
a new
doing
hard
so
drive.
much. New hard drive.
Oh.
What else do you want? Whatever you want, you know.
Oh. I
Oh,
we
Hallie Mead, we were just asking if you have any rich chaser friends who can buy Maddie a new computer.
yeah.
Any pay pig, any cis women pay pigs.
God, I would love that. My
That
spouse
would be sick.
my spouse would literally be so excited. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? Why? Why is that? Okay, sorry. Everything is fucked up.
Everybody knows shit's fucked.
I literally was going to make that into a bumper. Uh
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here she is.
Oh, yeah, that would make a great bumper.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That needs to be a bumper.
Yeah. Oh my
Here
god.
is
Yeah, here it is.
here's the sad picture. Yeah.
It's I remember in my dysphoria days sending dudes pics with this kind of in my BPD dysphoria days, sending these kinds of pictures to people with these kinds of dead-eyed expressions. Shit's
Yeah.
not good, Bob.
No.
It's it sucks. And
It
I just
does
don't believe
suck.
Amber Heard's a gamer. She's not a gamer.
Yeah.
Don't make her pretend to be a gamer.
Oh, look at this horrible picture someone mocked up. I wanted the screenshot because he said some really gross things when he posted it too. Um uh look at the state of gaming.
Gaming was a mistake.
God. All right.
Oh. So
Is there
that's
is
I
that
think that's
is there
most of it.
that's the Grimes report. The Grimes
Yeah.
report that literally killed our Twitch stream. Literally crashed OBS.
Well, you know, when the Azalea Banks stuff was going on, she believed for a while that Elon was DDoS attacking her Bussy Boy soap website. And then it made her like it turned her on. She would like post like, Elon, this is so fucking sexy that you're like using all your tech boys to like
No.
take down my soap site.
Oh
Like
no.
so again, we appreciate power. It's
Oh,
real. Um
it's real fucked up.
It's real fucked up. The only other thing we could get into was the debate, but I feel like we've done enough to
Yeah.
people today.
Yeah. And we wanna get at least a chunk. So we knew we probably weren't gonna, even if we only played the game today, we probably wouldn't have been able to finish it. So we're gonna
Photopotamus just asked for an Illinois DMV question.
I don't know if we have that pulled up. Have you
I can
taken the
pull it up.
test? Have you taken that
I can pull it
test?
up. No, I haven't taken it yet. I'm still studying. So we can do that. I mean, fuck it. Oh my
Fitness gram
god.
pacer test.
Oh man. Oh no, now we got two requests for Illinois DMV.
Oh my god, this fucking stream.
Oh my god, you guys are so chaotic. Yeah, I want to get my driver's license back. Oh my god, now we got 3. Y'all. You guys are torturing.
All right, we'll pull up Heaven Will Be Mine while you're pulling that up.
Yeah. I am screen sharing it, but I know you're having to set up a lot of things all over again, so
Actually, no, it should be fine. It should just come up.
okay, cool.
It did not just come up. I don't know
Okay.
why.
I might have closed the original source tab. That's on me. This might not have been the tab I had before.
Yeah. Here, I got it. There we go.
All right. Sweet. Thank you so much. All right, we got 3 of these bitches to do. What is the correct hand signal for a right turn? Ah,
Is this for
okay.
bikes?
Or if your turn signal's broken.
Oh, I see. And this is in Chicago for anyone
This is
who
in
doesn't
Chicago
know.
or
Um,
Illinois. It's like that, right?
yeah, hand
And
and
this is
arm.
left, or is that breaking?
Oh, I don't know. Hand and arm extended outward, hand and arm extended backwards? What does that mean? Like that? I
The
don't know
Peter
what that
Griffin
means.
when he gets his ass beat.
Upward? I think it's outward.
Up.
It's like this, right?
It's like like that, right? Or like angle up. Would we call this up or outward? I don't know what outward means in
I
this
think outward
context.
means like this, right?
That would be out. Yeah, that's more left. That's left. This is right. I think.
Oh, it's the only one hand. You don't. Yeah, that makes sense because you're. I don't know if we have this in Michigan. I don't
I
have
think
any
it's what
memory of
everybody.
this.
Everybody, look at my armpit hair. Look how voluminous it is.
It's
Anyway, I.
it's really good. I wasn't gonna say anything, but you're really showing off the pits.
I know it's like grows all the way up to here. Like there's hair follicles right here. What the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Um. All right, I'm gonna say upward. I think it's upward. Yes. Okay.
I'm no help. I drive I have a driver's license. Okay.
Uh.
Yeah,
Oh, I think.
if you start to skid, you must ease your foot off the gas and carefully steer in the direction of the skid. Ease your foot off the gas and carefully steer opposite to the direction which you want the car to go. Brake
That makes no sense.
immediately and carefully steer in the direction in which you want the car to go. Brake immediately and sharply steer opposite to the direction in which you want the car to go. I think it's I think it's D. Just yeah.
Fucking Tokyo Drift ass. Okay, so it's either A or C, right? I think it's ease off and steer,
Yeah, I don't think you're
but it
supposed
might
to
be.
slam on the brakes.
You're right. Okay. All right. Ooh, I'm not killing anybody on the road. All right, last one, you filthy animals. While driving, if you need to read a map or directions, you should have a quick glance while driving and then move ahead. Pull over to the side of the road in a safe place and then read the map. Reduce your speed and then read the map. Stop your vehicle on the road. And then read
Are you I mean, the right answer is probably stop, which is
yeah.
crazy that we're not. Yeah, I mean, technically, you're not even allowed to look at your phone,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's probably pull over to the side.
It's probably pull over. And then Artistic Bum just redeemed another one. So this is our last one.
Last one.
You DMV freaks. The vision test for the driver's license evaluates depth and color perception, peripheral vision, visual acuity, all of the above. It's got to be all of the above.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh
agree.
my god, KPPK did another one. You guys, I'm gonna have to up the price on this shit. You guys, this is the last one for this free trial, so don't even. You have to pay me to unlock this test if you do another one.
It is
Right now.
September. It is September. Subscriptions are cheaper right now, and we get more of the money. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
I
but
think
it's
it's just cheaper for them. I don't know if it's even okay. When passing another vehicle, you must pass on the left at a safe distance and do not uh return to the original lane until the way is clear. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you
Oh my
guys are
god.
are are disrespecting Halloween's time right now. It's really rude, you guys.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, thank you for the support, Our Lady of Slime. If
Oh,
you're about
thank
to
you
do a
so much.
DMV question.
uh, all right, we're gonna play the game. I'm excited
All
for this
right.
game about lesbians piloting mechs, which is what
Yes.
I have. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
I am very good at multiple choice tests, so driving not so much.
Um, okay. Nope, it's not that. I apparently. Will you just not? There we go. All right. There we go. Look at that star background matching our star background.
Oh, thank you for subbing that Callisto now and every waking moment of your life.
Thank you so much for 4 months even. All right, and now I'm gonna switch back to from just chatting. We're gonna go back to how do you spell heaven? Will
Heaven.
be mine. There we go. All right, now we're ready. Now we're ready.
Heck yeah. Yes, Cybernetic Sus, the Halamede from Twitter and from this game is with us, is among us,
Among Us.
is among us.
Yeah. So we have. Okay, so yeah, we have
Oh.
we have options here. Faction. Okay, so this is Pluto. Faction Cradle's Graces, self-ship Kurun Macula. Cradle's Graces ultimate weapon pilot. Even if Earth has given up on a new life for humanity in space, Cradle Graces hasn't, and Pluto will make the dream come true. Likes succulents, good girls, crushing both kinds, everyone. Dislikes is trying very hard not to have any.
Okay.
Lunaterra. Faction Memorial Foundation. Self-ship Mare Chrysium. Memorial Foundation ace pilot. Fighting for the pilots to join the rest of humanity back on Earth before it's too late. Good at sniping, espionage, double-crossing, ghosting. Bad at loving herself, everything else. Pluto
Halamede is sharing her opinion on everyone in the chat too, by the way.
Yes. So Pluto, the last person we just talked about, is top, good girl. I don't like her. Fair.
Saturn, weird annoying brat, blue hair and pronouns.
Yes. So this is Pluto is dangerous to be around. Okay, Saturn, weird annoying brat, blue hair and pronouns. Faction Celestial Mechanics, self-ship String of Pearls. Celestial Mechanics reserve test pilot. Celestial Mechanics wants to advance humanity to its next stage, and Saturn wants to flirt, but there's no reason we can't do both. Combat style button mashing, bedroom style button mashing.
I like this one. She looks like she might have like the little teeth, the little pointy teeth. She looks like a goblin.
Yeah.
This is my kind of woman.
And we are blue hair and pronouns. If this stream had a subtitle, it would probably be blue hair and subtitles and pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get Helmy? Did we get a take on Lunaterra?
Oh, Lunaterra is her ex.
Saturn. Oh, I see. Saturn is Camille. Lunaterra is Char. Pluto is 4/Layla soon. No, I don't. I don't know enough Gundam. Now I'm gonna have to do. Lunaterra's the one I see. So no comment on Lunaterra. Should we? I want to find out more about you, Halamede. I feel like should we do Lunaterra or should we do blue hair and pronouns? I like both of them. Is the Hallie run? I feel like we have to do that, right?
I think we do. I really like. If it was just me, Saturn seems like my kind of person, but we're gonna get the most lore if we do Lunaterra. So we got it.
Yeah, Pluto's Lunaterra's. They grew up together, and she was always thinking about her and stuff.
Mm.
All right,
Oh, okay.
and look at her broodingness. Is she looks so damaged.
Yes. Oh, I love a scar, and I love her hair.
She's wearing a leather jacket, which is my fetish.
Mm.
All right, I think we got to go Lunaterra.
Yeah.
From the Division of Existential Safety, Conflict-Enabled Shift Self Archetype Model, First Flight, July 16th, 1969. Place of Manufacture, Sea of Crises. Earth's Moon, Our Hope for a Throne of the Soul, for the Memorial Foundation International Space Program and all humanity. Until no one is forgotten and all are remembered. Turn down volume for Lunaterra. Sorry, it's gonna cut out every time. Because this game apparently does not have a borderless windowed mode, or anything other than full screen. I think. So, does this seem good? The worst girls love. I thought these were the best girls. I was pretty sure. Yeah. Registering pilot. Welcome, pilot first class Lunaterra. Error. Multiple maintenance issues and critical errors detected. Could probably go back up a little. Okay. We'll split the difference. Welcome, pilot first class Lunaterra. Error, multiple maintenance issues and critical errors detected. Notice, launch permissions are locked until addressed. List errors. Maintenance errors. There is a possible sensor failure. Several limb connections are not registering. No weapons are loaded. Critical errors. Mass alert 1. Healing failure on critical area near core. Possible bleed. Mass alert 2. Tidal core is resonating at levels harmful to the pilot. Ready manual firmware update. Running. Upgrades detected. Syncing. Accept manual internal mechanism firmware update. Switched ammunition to conceptual mode. Custom sensors loaded. Dynamic limb optimization loaded. 1981 17 loadout drivers loaded. Details mass alert 1. I bleed 2. Recording derived from the data burned 4-dimensionally onto the wound. Suffered by this unit almost 1 year ago. Wound self-generated by forced overloading, tearing the core open during sustained conflict in the Mars over Ares regression campaign. All critical systems have naturally healed, yet the wound continues to bleed into space. Fuel efficiency lowered, healing speed reduced, and tidal reactor speed cannot be regulated, leading to possibility of overload and increased pilot strain. It is strongly recommended that you seek the assistance of a full maintenance team. A lack of understanding of the full effects of gravitational conflict on the human gestalt means that this computer cannot provide adequate instruction on therapeutic measures. Permanently disable mass alert 1. Really ignore? Yes. Provide reason. I can handle it. Automatic scan alerts show that this may not be a very good reason. Would you like to provide another? No. Mass alert 1 disabled. Details mass alert 2. Tidal reactor had an unauthorized modification that is causing an unstable chain reaction. So this feels like a reboot after a massive damage, and Lunaterra is talking to this computer.
Yeah.
And ignoring horrible damage Title reactor
Yes.
had unauthorized modification that is causing an unsustainable chain reaction. Notice.
Maddie?
Yep.
2 things. 1, somebody redeemed the pup hood, so I need to go grab that. 2, I need to get on the phone with my agent. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna put on the pup hood and then I'm gonna call my agent.
Should I keep going or should I just?
Yeah,
we could
if you
just go
don't
to the hold.
mind.
We could just go to the hold screen too for a
I don't.
minute.
It might be like 10 minutes. So I think you guys can just watch me negotiate my next book deal while I'm in a pup hood and muted.
Should I keep going on the game or should I wait?
No, you should keep going. I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, if you're sure, I'm down.
Yes. Okay.
I
I'm
can
gonna mute,
I
but
can go a little
I'll
late
do
if we
that.
need to, if you can and we want to if we want.
Yeah, that's fine with me too, especially as long as I get this call done before the end of business day in New York. So, I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll catch you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the hood on and then I'm gonna call my.
Okay. Yeah, because you still have the headphones.
Okay.
You can still hear, right? Or and then you'll be able to read it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Title. Where was I? Title reactor has unauthorized modification that is causing an unsustainable chain reaction. Notice the ship is not equipped to handle prolonged operation at this capacity. Increasing short-term output may cause long-term failures. Notice, loss of gravitational stability may cause fracturing and instability in pilot. Permanently disable mass alert 2. This mass alert cannot be disabled by pilot authorization. MF key code, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Alert disabled. For record-keeping purposes, please input the reason. I'm fine. I really understand how someone could become obsessed with this woman. Ship's self, Mare Chrysium, is in spacefaring condition. You are cleared to launch. Disable launcher OS and engage catapult. All controls given to pilot. The Mare Chrysium. I am not a qualified therapist, and girl, you sorely need therapy. All controls given to pilot. There is a message for you. Cancel. Refused.
I'm gonna call my agent.
Okay. This message will be automatically played. Europa. Letting you keep this is my gift to you, Lunatera. Your favorite and loosest leash. Prove to me that you've learned not to choke on it. Oh my god. I'm glad that we're getting, I'm glad that we're getting Devin in the pup hood. I feel like we need to go full. This is really chaos. We had OBS crash. I'm gonna do get collared up midstream. Incoming message. Standing orders updated. Lunatera. Oh, that's her. That's the girl. If it's that urgent, it's too late. If it's not too late, it can wait. Let me enjoy the view of the rings. They are beautiful, even though there's only so long you can watch them before even the sight of the 6 planets' rings become as boring as a blue sky. Mare Christium's sensors render them in every detail, using every sense as perfectly as she always has. Lunatera, you really are getting old, aren't you? Both me and you. Oh. I should probably listen to Control and throw you out and get a new one. But that doesn't seem right. You're only supposed to get one body. Even if I haven't been very good to you, I could never throw you out. We're all we've got. Oh, I'm so glad that we're getting. I was worried they weren't going to show us the mechs. The Mare Christium is the test type model. It was made as a proof of concept. It isn't the first vessel made to grant humans locomotion and life in space, but is the first to allow for outward expression in all kinds of ways. Oh! It can do so many things, and they gave it devices for everything because they hadn't estimated how powerful tidal engines would become or what sorts of things humans would really want to do in space. It's the first machine meant for conflict, but it's also the last machine that was meant for other things, too. A ceremonial tin soldier made to impress. An impossible-to-use machine. Mind machine or biofeedback interfacing is necessary to give humans control over a second body, but the Mare Christium is done completely manually. Fuck in the mech in space. Yeah, this is the best game. There's a lot of, oh, good. That's why you redeemed the pup hood. Oh, yeah, it is very pup. It's very pup hood. There's a reason people usually characterize Lunaterra as having a wolf sona or draw her as a dog and Saturn as a cat. Oh. Mech sex. What they do with these mechs is way more sexually loaded than actual fucking would be. The little loop on top per max was called the blowjob handle in Dev. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, Devin's pup hood even has the handle too. Oh. It makes Lunaterra sort of a genius and sort of an idiot that she can't do things any other way. Oh man, mood. I'm having so much fun. It's hard to believe it's going to be over so soon. No, I love it when old things are over and new things begin. Open the channel. Let's hear those standing orders. It's January 1st, 1980. And the long Cold War, where humanity united against its nemesis, an existential threat from beyond the stars, has been over for a long time. Since the 50s, we have been fighting a war against an existential threat that we cannot understand, cannot perceive, and is powerless against the technology of Earth. That is pretty stupid sort of war to fight, isn't it? Where there's enough of a mess down here to worry about. Humanity is already the undisputed authority of reality, and we have the physics to prove it. It's time to return to Earth, our home, the seat of the universe. Before Earth takes us back in pieces, let's go home with grace. On the first anniversary of the decommissioning of the International Space Program, we, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety, in agreement with our home planet's unanimous decision, declare there's no future for humanity in space. Let's come home. The Return Resolution, Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety.
I'm back.
So we did learn that. Did you see the mech, the mech picture from the screen before?
Yeah, it looked like one of those fucking the Star Wars robots from the prequels.
Yeah, apparently the head is very much based on a pup hood, and there is something that was to quote Halmy, the little loop on top per max was called the blowjob handle in Dev.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, you're basically cosplaying the mech.
That's so sick.
And we also learned that she has to control it. She controls it manually, unlike like a lot of other people, because she's both extremely smart and extremely stupid. And this is the first kind of backstory that we've gotten, which is that there's an existential since the 50s we've been fighting a war against an existential threat that we cannot understand, cannot perceive, and it's powerless against the technology of Earth. and now we're returning to Earth. There's no Memorial Foundation Native Sphere Existential Safety in agreement with our home's planet unanimous decision declare there's no future for humanity in space. Let's come home. I'm gonna bump your volume a touch since you got that hood on.
Oh yeah. Is it better if I'm like if it's the mic is below the hood? That might be too close to it then.
No, I think that's good.
Okay, cool. So chaotic.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos happening on the stream, but I'm into it. January 1st, 1981. It's been 1 year since we declared independence from Memorial Foundation and the rest of Earth. The Cold War is officially over, and it feels so light without their gravity weighing us down. How can a tiny handful of colonies, terraformers, and schools hold out against the full authority of Earth? Because that shit doesn't fly past escape velocity. To power the ships themselves we made to fight the Cold War, we made tidal resonators to bring gravity necessary for humans and culture to survive in space. And that gravity is ours now, enough to make a new world, free from the weight of Earth. If Memorial Foundation wants to kill the future, they'll have to come and take it from us. We're thankful for our Cradle's graces, but we are not coming back. Independence Declaration, Cradle's graces. So this is the Xeon, I'm assuming. So this is colonists in space. The ship selves are the mechs. Tidal resonators are gravity machines. All right. It's January 25th, 1981. Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces have been having fun for a little over a year, and nothing is breaking the stalemate. Earth is getting impatient. They gave good reason to believe that the existential threat posed by a divided humanity in space is much greater than any theoretically malevolent entity outside the native sphere. While the kids are fighting, Earth is getting ready to list the humans remaining in space as part of the existential threat. And when they do, they'll send real weapons and end this war fought with plastic toys. Their justification? We are technically less than 100% human, just not human enough to be something else. It's hard to believe they're really onto us. It's time to make a drastic move. Bring our final piece, the prototype ship self string of pearls we made in the atmosphere of the planet Cronus, which will never be Saturn, to the lunar gravity well, where Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces are already headed. Whoever controls that place controls human access to space. We can be sure everything will be in place there. Earth or space, we are just short of 100% human. So let's see how much less than 100% we can get. Initial report, Celestial Mechanics.
Hell yeah.
Ugh, this is already extremely good.
Yeah. The art style is a big jump from We Know the Devil also.
Yeah. I love that the girl the girls have a very similar flavor, but there's a lot going on. The audio design is really great too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have a full on like kind of menu happening here. A
Oh shit.
retrograde in retrograde. Chasing after the string of pearls, Lunaterra and Pluto find each other instead. It's been almost a year since they last saw each other, and Lunaterra has never seen Pluto like this. Are you ready to spin backwards? Joyride Killjoy, weaving in and out of the six planets rings, Memorial Foundation's ace, Lunaterra. Oh, so we're on the Earth side.
Hmm.
Memorial Foundation's ace, Lunaterra, plays cat and mouse with renegade ship thief Saturn. So these are both missions.
Are these two different missions we can pick?
Seems like it. We got some other stuff going on here.
We got email.
Yep. Mail and alerts. Just come and get me. Combat communications packet. Author error. Oh, you think you're so cool, so cool, don't you? Well, watch your back, because I'm coming for you. Think that number one position is going to last? Not a chance. In fact, why don't we have a little duel about it, if you're not too scared? Come meet me in the shadow of Olympia Mons, and I'll make sure that this time you're the one left splattered and helpless and pinned on the side of a mountain, and not me, like last 9 times. Also, would it kill you to, like, stick around for a bit after? You smug jerk. Not that I'm planning on losing. This time, I'm gonna beat you.
Mm.
Somebody in the chat was saying that we were talking because it sounded like the mechs can. They were saying this mech can. It's not only for combat but for other things and can express itself.
Oh,
And
shit.
so we were all like, so the mechs are gonna fuck, and I think it was cybernetic cirrhosis was saying, no, the things that they do are much more sexually charged than just fucking would be.
You get it. Oh, okay. That's exciting that the mechs have some energies of their own that could
Mm-hmm.
possibly interfere with the pilot in some way, you
If
know,
only I
as a freak.
yeah, if only I was left splattered. Silent player. Um, that was presumably from Mars. All right, subject Cold War Ace reports Lunaterra. Origin first generation pilot research declassification. Author Memorial Foundation Existential Safety. She was unremarkable. I did not remember her at first. We took any of those who wanted badly to live in space and did not fit on Earth. In retrospect, we were asking for a rather unique quality, and it is not just a coincidence that she was there. The pilots had to be young adults, pacifiscal, and not care what space might do to their body. Oh, wait, I didn't. No, okay. It is not so surprising that someone like her would emerge from that pool of people, but the woman you know today has been iterated on since she was an adolescent. Rest assured, I saw nothing of promise in her when I first met her. I told her that myself, as I told all the students. I'm uninterested in your potential. We are judged by the self we create. I find that encourages brats not to take their specialness so seriously. That was not Lunaterra's problem. Piece by piece, she created someone very interesting to be. We gave those children permission, and Lunaterra was simply unique in her execution. She was never encouraged. She was never punished. We will never find another prodigy like Lunaterra by looking for, quote, tidally sensitive children, because they do not exist. We will not find them pre-made. They must create themselves. Was this not the dream of the Memorial
Mm.
Space Program?
This is so transgender.
It's so transgender. Subject, a justification for return. Memorial Foundation Declaration of Intent. Author, Generation Embassy Halamede. Our very own.
Oh, good.
Uh, Earth is not the sphere of our home planet. It is not the physical body, which is called Terra, the home of life. It is not measured in mass or by its gravity, its return to the universe. Earth is us. We measure Earth by culture. We are the Earth, humanity the particles of its mass, and by our gravity its body is formed. By our diversity and multiplicity, Earth exists. The living miracle of humanity's shared power, insignificant unless we are joined. This international space program, with representatives all across Earth, represents our commitment to peace, that humanity will never seek again to destroy itself. That humanity has the right to eternal life, invincible bodies, and unrestricted movement in space as humanity expands beyond the sphere as extensions of the universal human rights of life, culture, and freedom. To protect the growth and sanctity of all culture, ensure a future for humanity, and defeat our enemy. On this day, we inaugurate the International Memorial Foundation Space Program. Okay.
Okay, Halamede, work.
Yeah, I was wondering, I'm down to do all the reading, or I wasn't sure how we wanted to split it up, because I don't quite know the format yet, too.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've had to read a lot, so I can take over for a little bit. I know my audio quality is worse because of the fucking
I'm
cast.
down. I am down to do all the reading. I just don't want to, and it might be easier since I can move the screen around. But if you want to read, I'm happy for you to read too. So we can.
Just yeah, let me know if you get tired or like
Okay.
yeah, I can
Um,
tap in for some of it or certain characters, however we want to do it.
it's maybe it's appropriate that I read it in my clocky ass voice. Um, so this is comms.
Oh,
Uh, c-
cool.
Command Europa, Director of Combat Operations, Memorial Foundation Existential Safety. Not your mom.
That's right. Lay down the law.
There'll be pairs of characters fairly often, so you could split it that way too. Okay, yeah. So we could
Okay,
do.
cool.
Do you want to take on Not Your Mom?
Sure, yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
you can reread that first one.
sure. So you really have betrayed us, haven't you?
I've never betrayed anyone in my entire life.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Ha ha.
But seriously, whose side are you on right now? It sounds so accusatory to put it like that. You know I'm fine with you being on whoever's side you choose. So I can destroy them and drive you back to me.
That may end up being a lot of people.
What, you don't think I'm up for it? Don't worry yourself about that part, kitten.
If you want me to defect back, you could always just ask.
Oh, sweet girl, I'm not interested in you coming back so you can walk away again. Haha, how many times did Halimede fall for that? Oh, Halimede, you've
Oh.
been played. Oh my
Oh.
god, girly.
It shouldn't count as tricking her if she knew it was coming every time. Oh.
Oh, stop it. I hate when you're modest. It's so beneath you. Give her at least the dignity of a subtle seduction.
I would have. That's not what she wanted.
She really ought to think about her reputation more. And what more is there to say about the trail of messes you leave? But my disappointment in you both is total. My adorable failures, what am I to do with you?
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm getting like the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3 if she were meaner.
Yeah. Ugh. Hell, I mean, my relationship to the director isn't relevant. Ugh. You should go easy. You should go easy on her.
I live to spoil her. Make no mistake that everything she deserves will be visited on you. I wouldn't dream of not letting you have that. You have to know by now how aware I am of what you want and deserve.
Haha. You're so good to me, Europa. I don't deserve it. When I double cross you again, be sure to really let me have it.
I hope you do. But I take no chances with loyalty. Halimede merely hopes you will change. I think it's charming that even you believe that might have some effect on you, but I know much better than you, kitten. I won't let you return no matter how much you beg until you have no other choice. When you can't pivot or run or trick your way through, when you can't second guess or lie, that's the only way to change that nature of yours. Damn, okay.
Oh my god, this is pretty much what I was expecting, but this vibe is pretty much what I was guessing, but not this hard or this fast. So this
Oh,
is probably I'm assuming, yeah, this is what we read through before in the beginning. Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and this comms. Okay, cool. So we can go back and reread any of that if we want, if we need to. Alignment. Cradles. Oh, this must be the war. So there's three sides at the moment. Cradles Graces, which seems to be that's the colonies, the space colonies that Memorial Foundation who want humanity to return to Earth, and Celestial Mechanics, which I don't know if we've learned much about yet.
Okay.
Don't be weird about Direct to Europa, please.
um, and who was it that asked, are any of the game devs here? No, Halimede is just one of the women in this game.
Yeah,
One
this
of the
is.
stars of this game is here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess just mission select. Um, is this a choice, or can we just do either of these.
Yeah, I don't see where to click on it.
Memorial Foundation is the neoliberal assimilationists. Cradle's Graces wants to stay in space. As of yet, Celestial Mechanics want something unknown.
Thank you, Halamede.
Okay, you can play both missions. You just get to choose order. Okay.
Okay.
Lunatar, what's going on? You've been pestering me with orders. So what's the sudden holdup? Central said to launch immediately. We have to get to the Celestial Mechanics lab regardless of whether or not the prototype is already gone. There's valuable information there, but it's worthless if Cradle's Graces gets there first.
Have some patience, Lunaterra. The Cradle's Graces carrier just launched a completely unknown ship self.
I feel like, okay, forgive me for pausing for it again. I feel like, should I go get my leather jacket?
Yes!
I
Come
feel like I
on!
need to. I'm probably gonna get
Let's
so
speed
hot.
up. Yeah, no. It's fall. That gives me time to adjust my mask. It's very tricky to like get it perfectly lined up. Ooh. Y'all notice what Europa is wearing under that shirt, by the way. What is it? Is it like a collar? It looks like it's like leather with like two straps and like a
Yeah,
little
I'm definitely one of
fasten.
those bitches that are just constantly in a leather jacket. Oh my god, you can probably
Oh
hear
my
this really
god,
good.
yes. You know what? I've decided since getting this, I'm defecting from Team Latex back to
To
Team
Team
Leather.
Leather?
Yeah, it's just so much more comfortable to wear. Like, and it doesn't break. Like, you know, it's just, and I like the smell better, honestly.
Oh, I love that leather smell. Um, yeah, Europa is wearing a whole ass fucking harness. Um,
Hot.
yeah, this leather jacket is honestly like, I think it's pretty
Oh,
fucking spot on too. I'm
that's
that bitch that is
nice.
literally always wearing leather. I have like four or five nice leather jackets. One of them I just got that I haven't gotten to wear yet because I bought it when it was too hot. It says fucking Lady Rider on the back.
Oh my god. You need to be on the back of someone's motorcycle in that
I
thing.
know, it's the butchest fucking jacket ever. Anyway, I just had to. All right.
Looks great.
Yeah, and then I don't remember. Did you read that?
Yes.
This can't.
This can't be right. A person can't pilot a ship that big. The tidal resonance should tear the pilot apart. Is this impossible? I hope. I've never seen anything like it. And no, you can't fight at Lunaterra, so don't even think about it.
Any better ideas? It must be headed for where the prototype launched, right? Where else?
Because they have to know that it already escaped. Don't underestimate your opponent, Lunaterra.
Scavenging the lab may be useful anyway. We should have gone there for information, if nothing else.
Even against an unknown and objectively stronger enemy? What makes you so sure, Lunaterra?
No particular reason.
Or a single particular reason?
Huh. Still don't trust me?
Don't insult your former instructor, Lunaterra. I knew how much to trust you before you betrayed us to Cradle's Graces. My opinion hasn't changed because we welcomed you back into the fold. My best pilot and worst student. You've never been predictable except in your consistency for trouble, but it is a reliable metric.
You're right. You know me. So if you're worried, don't have to let me have free reign like this.
Since you were a kid, from your earliest academy days, you've never been able to look in my eyes and lie. You only got away with anything by keeping your mouth shut.
I'm glad that they kept this. It's really perfect that they keep the child soldier aspect because the child soldier aspect is such an important part of the mech genre. It's like they're always fucking teens, like that, are forced to pilot these war machines. But I like that it's like they've been raised since children to do this, but now they're adults, so it's okay for us to imagine them fucking. Oh.
They've kept all the trauma, and then they're like,
Yeah.
they've made it sexy, which is
Yeah.
together that's even better.
Yeah. Vibes, Memorial Foundation, leather collars, heel, alcohol, pup hoods, books, cradles, graces, bare feet, t-shirt, sneakers, denim, weed, celestial mechanics,
Ugh.
bare feet, perverse, latex liquids, poppers, hallucinogens, messiness.
Okay, I know where I
Uh,
fall then.
yep.
Oh, very unlike Pluto, the hope of Cradle's graces. She could lie right to my face with a smile if she thought it was for the best. Pluto exceeded the wildest expectations of the pilot program, so much so that it was decommissioned in part because of her. If Celestial Mechanics have successfully built a monster that can withstand her, this engagement will end in disaster. And that is much more terrifying than this machine you're so eager to fight. That concerns me far more than you betraying us or fighting a battle you can't possibly win.
I don't think any of you really understand what you're doing. Pluto is unreal. She's far more overwhelming than any of you understood. If that ship is unworthy of Pluto, it's going to be torn apart under the pressure of her, not the other way around. Pluto is the only real human being. No wonder she feels so alien when she looks at us. Oh.
You want me to let you take an impossibly dangerous mission because you think you can save our enemy? What can I say to that? Maybe she can teach you the lesson I can't.
Through sexy, sexy combat.
Yes.
Like waking up underwater to the wet burn of your lungs' desperation for air. Like floating untethered in space, unable to move under your own power. Losing the security of gravity is like being naked in space. Gravity is necessary for human life in space. Gravity is necessary for unrestricted movement in space. Can't have one without the other. The force that binds your existence together, the force to shape foreign bodies, pure agency. Gravity is necessary not just to live in space, but to be human in space. But being human is a little harder for Pluto, so she's had to work for it. The tidal forces of her spacefaring body, the Krun macula, are as strong as she believes and weak as she feels. The Lunaterra needs to make sure all the calculations are in order. Lunaterra needs to make sure all the calculations are in order. Everything in her ship operates manually. She's just been at it long enough that it feels like a second skin. The jolt of nostalgia interrupts Lunaterra's mental math. She forgets to carry the one. It interrupts Pluto's focus, and she has a moment where she's not invincible. Close enough to touch the surface of the moon lab, Lunaterra is keen and known by Pluto, and they are suddenly falling down the well of too late and nothing you can do. I knew it. Warning, gravitational interference. It's important to get a grip. Knowing that there's nothing you can do is something Pluto considers freeing, and Lunaterra considers exciting. Feeling doomed is clear permission to do whatever. As soon as Mare Crisium is through... Mare Crisium, I think is how you pronounce that, which is our mech, is through the cloud cover, she fires solid light into the remains of Celestial Mechanics' lab and chases it through the wound. The lab was recently damaged by the illegal launch of a hijacked ship, but that damage is barely noticeable compared to the massive hole left by a much, much larger ship crashing through. Lunaterra acts fast under pressure. If there's no point in hiding, there's no point in stopping. It's true, Lunaterra is living on the whim of Krun macula, which can probably do whatever to her at any time. If she can't run away, she wants to make the first move. It's the sort of thing that makes a lot of sense if you think about it, and no sense at all if you think a little more. But that's Lunaterra, isn't it? She's betting you'll think too much, or not enough. The ship selves are...
Mare.
The ship selves are named for distinct features of their planetary bodies. I see.
Cool.
Against Pluto, is that really such a good idea? She's someone who always thinks just enough. which makes it easy for Lunaterra to slip through, deep into the lab, until it gets quiet except for the sounds of the moon quaking and trembling. After almost a year, the dread and the thrill is way too much to slow down and start talking. That's what the arrow flying into Pluto's gravity well is saying. Who will make the first move? When Lunaterra punches the last armor layer and opens up the terminal cavern, light spills out, and screaming sound because the Krun macula is peeling the lab and most of the moon inside out with the force of its own tide. Is this the... Oh, this must be the Krun macula. It's not something that's impossible or anything. It's just that something that only possible in theory, which is still terrifying, more terrifying. And more terrifying than that power is Pluto's finesse. And more terrifying than the finesse is her gentleness, spooling matter like threads in the tiny galaxy of which she is the sun. Her power is very kind, but it is also a little perverse. What meaning does mercy have from something that can core out a moon? Krun macula's developers compared it to a black hole. They wanted a machine so powerful and absolute that light couldn't escape it. Lunaterra understands now that that was wrong. She's a star, gushing and twinkling with matter and light. Who wouldn't be swept up in that? The Mare Crisium is so small. Pluto has never seen it from a perspective like Krun macula's before. She never imagined it would look so fragile from here, like a toy version of the fierce fighter she remembered. Pluto's sense of scale is true. Lunaterra feels just like a plastic toy, too.
Come on, say something. It's making me sad.
It really does fit you. So much more than I ever thought.
Is it hard to look away? Being able to render you speechless is the power I've always dreamed of. What do you think? I know just a look won't change your mind, but I want you to tell me.
Tell you what? That I regret betraying you? I told you then, and I always would.
No, I won't let you do that, Lunaki. Did you think I'd be mad? I mean, of course I'm mad at you, but not for anything you did to me. I wouldn't ever be mad at you for not having enough faith in me to see through Cradle's Grace's dream of a new home for humans in space. I'm just mad at you for not having enough faith in yourself to see it through. And leaving all the work to me. Oops, I guess that is why I'm a little upset with you. Not mad, you know.
Just disappointed.
I can't believe I'm still the one scolding you like a kid.
I'm trying to be the grown-up, you know. I did the responsible thing. I took the realistic option. I'm here to play the part of the boring adults, the grown-up villain.
Oh, that's right. I remember why I actually am mad at you. You better not go down quietly. You better really believe what you just said. I'll forgive you if you left us for something stupid, but I'll never forgive you if you left us for something you don't believe in. And you better not believe in it, because I also won't forgive you for fighting for a future that cruel.
That doesn't leave me a lot of options. I don't think I can fight against that.
Don't you dare. I won't forgive that either. Were you hoping maybe that it wouldn't be like this? That I wouldn't have to fight?
It'll change you. In ways you don't understand.
I've seen you fight so many times. I saw when you got that scar and your poor ship got her wound. Has anyone else seen that side of you as much as me?
I don't think so. Not even Europa. But it's different when you're on the other side. You think I don't really... Oh, sorry.
You think I don't really know you because I've never stared down the barrel of your rifle or felt that knife nick my ship?
It's a different kind of knowing.
Teach me then. Or I'll teach you.
Oh, we decide who wins this fight.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Wow. That's...
Yeah. Halloween said a lot of context clearly going around this one. These two have history, and that's really what I what I love about the way that this developer writes, like based on what I've seen so far here, and we know the devil is just how much like I feel like I don't understand like a fifth of the lines, like, and it's because there's context you don't have, and also there's a sort of poet poeticism to the way that some of the writing is, that is it's just extremely, I'm always really like, it just leaves you wanting more.
Mhm. The characters don't talk directly about what happened or what they're feeling. They talk around things.
Which is so much
Um,
more real.
it's very emotionally real. It's very realistic, even in this very heightened reality. It's really nice.
um I think we got to decide for ourselves. I would ask the chat, but I feel like the chat knows too much. I think we got to decide this one on our own.
Yeah. What are your feelings? It's weird taking the perspective of a character and like why wouldn't your bias always be for your character to win, you
Right.
know?
Right. And I don't quite understand the stakes, like what this fight is actually about. Like I sort of understand it, like they're, but
Yeah. Well,
there's
they've
part.
never fought before in this way, right? And Pluto has like her mech is just like unfathomably huge,
Mm-hmm.
and she hasn't Luna hasn't seen it before. Is that am I
Uh,
thinking about all that correctly?
it seems like it, yeah, or at least hasn't seen it. It hasn't fought it before.
Yeah.
Loyal versus betray is less about your character and more about your faction. Yeah, that makes sense because there's that faction chart.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, the, yeah, I, I, I mean, I think I am probably biased towards Cradle's Grace. Um,
Hmm.
Memorial Foundation feels a little fascist to me,
Yes.
and I do love
I
that
agree.
aesthetic.
I think their whole return to the Earth kind of thing. It's a little yeah. I'm not really
It's real return. A little fascist. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, Halloween.
It's a little fashy. Yeah. So I guess we do want Lunaterra to get schooled then,
I
right?
also just kind of want. I love to see a hot woman get beat up.
Yeah. I like Pluto
And
instantly. I mean, obviously I like both of them, but I'd rather have Lunaterra be a fail woman a little bit.
yeah, especially. I mean, you can see whose perspective I've put myself into, and I like to get a little beat up sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So we're actually betraying. Uh, presumably, we're actually gonna control the situation.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. So is that from a storytelling perspective, is that Lunaterra like going down on purpose, betraying, like
yeah,
she's intentionally losing maybe or something?
yeah, that seems to be the implication.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good with me.
As soon as Pluto blinks, that's the moment Mare Crisium attacks, a little out of fear, mostly out of awe. It's a confused move, the first move, which is so unlike her. So unlike her that it nearly takes Macula by surprise. All matter parts along the vectors of inertia that Pluto has set, but these bullets stubbornly curve, bury into her flank and sting, with a sharp and subtle gravity of their own.
Ow. That kind of stings, Lunati. Stop doing things like that.
Lunaterra is crushed instantly and she's dead. No,
Oh.
Lunaterra touched at the last second. Oh, hello, Cooper.
Aw.
You're a little fail woman yourself, aren't you?
Aw.
His favorite toy is for a long time was a transgender flag. So
Oh my god.
he's our little T girl.
Oh my god, yes.
No, the Mare Crisium is torn apart from every joint. No, Lunaterra is safe at home. She never left. No, Lunaterra hasn't moved, and it's only because she can't bring herself to. Lunaterra is feeling ghosts of the space times that Pluto has cut off, escaped routes that she rushed for but didn't exist. Lunaterra is trying to think of something to say. She really is. But it's impossible, because Krun Macula is the size of the universe. Her seeping nebula grows with the promise to swallow up the space station and Lunaterra and the whole solar system. That's not the
That's
way.
not the way, Luna T. You have to come for me like you really mean it, or that's what's gonna happen.
You gotta get like an anime, like.
Yeah.
The Mare Crisium's engines spin to no response. Lunaterra's mind is racing, but there's no thought she can hold on to. Except how disappointed and sad Pluto is.
If you give me just one moment, you'll pass my event horizon, and you'll never escape. Always getting closer, but never getting there. Falling forever. If you don't figure out how to unstick yourself, I might leave you there. Remember for next time, okay? Don't keep breaking my heart.
The Mare Crisium plummets, and the Krun Macula rises up, exiting the moon like a shooting star, tearing the lab up into space with her. They too. Oh my gosh.
Right, and there's our alignment so far.
Oh, it's so our mass has the Cradle's Grace's mass has increased, and you get
That's
some
sick.
gravity curve.
That's
Wow.
really cool.
That's really cool, yeah. It's going to be really neat to see all of these have different amounts and their gravity, their like inertial mass.
Very cool way to do it.
She has stigmata on her mech. Oh man. All right. Subject: First generation pilot candidate interviews. Origin: leaked data packets. Author: Space Program Intake Archives. Why do you want to go to space? LT: I want a new start. In what sense? LT: to get rid of this weight. We are required to make it clear that the purpose of the program is not to leave Earth, but to expand it. The weight will follow you. But it will weigh differently. Please explain what you mean about what you said previously. About what? What do you mean when you say you don't want to be me? I don't know how else to say it. Isn't it obvious? Who would want to be this? I don't understand what you see that is wrong with you. I do. Aha. You're saying that you, as you are, the person who you are, doesn't want to be you? Yes. Then you aren't that person. LT. But that person weighs on me. So you would like to have the weight of being this other person that you are not. You would like that removed? LT. Yes, please. That may be possible. Ooh.
Quite trangs.
Yeah. Um, Subject: Pilot Program Progress. Origin: Memorial Foundation Executive Committee Annual Report. Author: Training Director Europa. Yeah, you want to read this one since it's from Europa?
Sure. The Cold War is looking bleak. The threat from space is more flimsy, translucent, and inscrutable, when once it was so strong that all of humanity feared it. Existential threats on Earth are more pernicious than ever, and the scouts are not keeping up. It has become difficult to argue against the possibility that the scouting program has done more harm than good, and that goes just as much, if not more so, for the pilot program. Historically, death has always invited the enemy here in its greatest strength. Humans can't resist killing each other long enough to protect themselves from the existential threat. It is easy to make this argument, but we have had little success with it. No matter how celebrated the slogan is, and no matter how many governments and leaders profess to live by it, the simple fact remains: the existential threat can never be as powerful as we are. Humans will always pose a greater threat to other humans than the existential threats will. It will always be easier for humanity to eliminate the threat by killing their own, than by fighting the threat directly. While we have offered children and the unwanted to fight the existential threat with existential intent, humanity has turned its gaze inward rather than to the heavens. Not even strong enough to pierce the atmosphere without burning, the existential threat can no longer be labeled as such. For these reasons, we accept the decision to decommission the Memorial Space Program, Memorial Foundation Space Program.
Cooper, you're not helping. But
Our little helper. People are saying in the chat that saving is manual and that we should do it before a mission.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know. I definitely would have. Okay.
Excited to be out in the field again, doing important work?
We're a long way from anything important out here. I can't help but notice.
You think Command wants you as far away from them as they can get you? What makes you think that?
That you said it. That Command is my ex. That I did once double-cross Memorial Foundation.
In that case, you should be happy you're in the field at all and not in a brig or in the process of being shipped back to Earth.
Well, I am. I'm so thankful. I don't need to be lied to about my work being important.
Oh, I would never lie about a thing like that. In fact, the most lovely sixth planet of our solar system, Cronus, has become extremely busy in the past 24 hours. A major leak out of celestial mechanics has revealed they're finishing a prototype here, and Cradle's Graces knows about it too. Apparently, the Hellion responsible for the leak has stolen it too. You're just the woman for the job. Reining in incorrigible pilots is your specialty. Let's see if that power can be used for good for once.
Europa, please leave some of me left to fight the enemy. Don't shoot me down before the mission starts.
Was I too mean?
I would prefer direct combat any day.
Well, let me tell you something nice then. That Cradle Grace's super weapon, your favorite, has been spotted in the system.
My favorite? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. You make that same face whenever Chronmacula is spotted.
It's the biggest mystery of their side, and one of the only reasons Cradle's Graces hasn't collapsed by now. The Chronmacula's power is unreal. It's far stronger in reality than anything that could possibly have been projected from its original schematics. Its capabilities seem endless and impossible to predict or counter.
And no one knows who the pilot is. The list of people who could pilot something like that is very short, however. Maybe it's someone you know?
I'm worried I might double-cross you again. I'm not with Cradle's Graces anymore for a reason.
Oh, I just never trust you when girls are involved.
Man.
You slut.
Our beloved Hellion. Actually, I'll save right now.
Oh, Halimede says she is a slut. Okay. We can definitely trust an X on that.
Yeah. Okay. I think we got everything. Joyride Killjoy. Weaving in and out of the Six Planets Rings, Memorial Foundation's ace, Lunataria plays cat and mouse with the renegade ship thief Saturn. Oh, Cooper. God damn it. I think it said objective insight. You want to be pilot A?
Sure. Captain, I'm bored.
Yeah, you could be these NPCs.
Okay, great. They look like some of the other campmates in We Know the Devil.
Yeah.
They're just useless. Captain, this sucks.
Well, you heard them, Europa.
Tell those idiots to be careful what they wish for, because the mission parameters have changed. As you know, Celestial Mechanics has been operating a clandestine ship self-development lab with an experimental prototype, in violation of the terms of the Memorial Foundation thing.
Cooper, I'm gonna have to... You're gonna be banished. You're getting banished. You're getting banished.
So naughty. Cooper emojis in the chat for those of you who have them. And if you don't have them, if you want that lovely cap and coop emoji, you need to subscribe to twitch.tv/testdevice_.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we can oh. Oh, nice.
Oh, perfect. In violation of the terms of the Memorial Foundation Space Program Decommission Treaty.
We are on a top secret surprise attack to take out the last operational shipyard and make sure we never have to find out what Celestial Mechanics has been planning to do with it. It couldn't be more obvious what happened, but go ahead and brief me anyway. Oh, I gotta learn to make that face.
That's so. It's so anime.
Yeah.
No points for guessing. The prototype already launched, rendering most of the base inoperable. We lost contact almost instantly. Find it before it leaves Cronus's gravitational field. Oh, great. What a pain.
Weren't you just bored?
There's no way to find it. It's as good as gone. There is a chance that the ship self is still nearby, so get to work. Ugh. Yeah, this is...
Bravo, evade now. Now.
I've got nothing, Cap.
Bubblegum pink electricity sparks off the ice and dust of the inner ring like a lightning bolt and through his ship self. He doesn't even get the slightest chance.
Captain Mayday.
Don't listen and you don't have any right to complain. Right, Europa?
What a callous attitude you have. Who did you learn that from?
I learned it from you, Mommy. The best. Preparing to engage.
Are you proud of me, Mommy?
I wish Europa would stop sending me boys who can't control themselves. Having fun dismantling my escorts? With the string of Pearl's fingers, Saturn carefully peels the mechanical musculature out of the poor ship's arms she's holding, a souvenir of the last Lunaterra's escorts that she sent crying too easily back to their base. Still sparking and oozing, and Saturn wishes her ship had a mouth so she could suck it out like crab meat.
Oh, Goblin.
Maybe it does have a mouth. The machine has many mysteries the manual doesn't explain, and Saturn is still learning them. Though I suppose Europa's learned her lesson about sending me girls who can't control themselves.
Oh, really? Hey, that's really interesting. Mind telling me more?
Oh, I love Saturn.
I know, she's already my favorite.
Oh, she's a hacker too. How amusing. There's nothing too interesting on this frequency.
You flatter me. But hey, what did that mean exactly? That part about the girls who can't control themselves? I really want to hear more.
It means back up that talk first. Or can you land a hit off the comms? Lunaterra's gravitational field focuses to a single point. Lunaterra isn't budging. She's been through much worse, and so has her ship, followed always by its thin trail from a bleeding wound she could never completely repair. The Mare Crisium is over, 2 decades old, but Saturn's can't even land a hit. It's regal and stiff, dressed in cold metallics, weathered and refurbished, the archetypal prototype for all other ship selves, still going after all these years. Still furiously untouchable. The string of pearls hasn't gone down no matter how much she's been rammed with that spear, but she hasn't even nicked Lunaterra's ship once. Not bad at all for a joyride. You can't get one hit in.
Good thing you don't win by looking cool. No mercy for newbies?
No. Lunaterra puts a stake of solid light through the string of Pearl's leg, pins it to its own gauze wrapper. It doesn't hurt at all. The ship's metals begin molding and reforming around the wound immediately. A ridiculous, unfair advantage. Saturn has no right to complain, but she still wants to.
I love that.
Yeah, but she is trying to be cool. Everyone wants to, when in the quiet gleam of that always bleeding ship. That's a pretty amazing ship. Think it will last? Either you're fighting just for fun because you're that reckless, or you're caught up in your own containment wrapper and can't escape orbit yet. And you'd beat me for sure if I played around.
I'm not done yet.
That's not true. It's actually very difficult to move with a solid light bullet in your leg, but she's not going to let that stop her. Saturn is suddenly closer than she logically could be, claws bubbling, but Lunatera effortlessly slips away and kicks Saturn's ship directly in the chest. Yeah, you're done. The containment wrapper is still stuck to you, so your movement's off. Doesn't seem to have stopped you that much.
Right? It was so rude of them to try to stop me.
It seems cruel to take it away when you're having so much fun with it.
Same as you, right?
Do I know you?
Everyone knows Memorial Foundation's perfect ace.
But do I know you? So I do, don't I?
Let me out of this thing and I'll tell you.
Huh. Why should I?
Because you can't help yourself. Besides, don't you want a real fight?
Can you promise me it'll go different?
I can promise it'll be more fun.
You're asking for me to totally abandon my duty to bring you back and do that instead?
What, you won't? The legendary pilot who defected from Memorial Foundation, then double-crossed the rebels she abandoned them. Then double-crossed the rebels she abandoned them for, can't be opposed to a little fooling around with the enemy. She's such a brat.
I know. I guess you do know me. Want to trust each other?
Or is it more fun if we don't?
It's more fun if they do and Saturn gets embarrassed. Outcome favors Memorial Foundation. It's more fun if they don't and Lunatera gets owned. Outcome favors Celestial Mechanics.
I mean, I feel like Saturn is such a little shit that they should get smacked around.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I know. I also don't want to. I think I also don't want to just make Lunatera lose every fight. And I want to see this brat get smacked around. Is definitely what I was feeling like.
I want that twink obliterated.
I want that twink obliterated. Yeah. Memorial Foundation advances. How was that? Did it hurt?
It's just weird. It's weirder that it doesn't hurt.
Oh my god, we can see them.
Yes.
It's easier for Lunatera to cut through the malleable flesh of the string of pearls directly than untangle her from the wrapper. The flesh reforms quickly, so she has to work patiently. String of pearls might be impossible to destroy. Even if Saturn can't land a hit, Lunatera feels like somehow she's the one who got lucky. If just this hurt you, never be able to fight. If just this hurt you, you'd never be able to fight. Your brain is giving you more nuanced information. You're very sensitive. Lucky. You'll get used to it. If you're serious about next time, think of yourself as something a little bigger.
I like that. Being big. I'm glad I trusted you.
Stop shaking then, or ask me to go easier.
Just a little easier.
Of course.
Do you remember me yet? I thought you'd remember the name of at least some of the girls you'd made out with in supply closets.
Oh!
Your face. Just kidding. But sorry, it was worth it.
You weren't kidding about still being dangerous.
Every pilot knows you. By both of your reputations.
Oh!
That's good.
You're definitely Saturn, because no one hated me as much as you. So now I'm curious why you don't anymore.
If I tell you, you'll owe me extra. So save it for the next time you catch me.
Ha. Well, I'll just have to get to catch you again quick. All free. Now get out before someone catches us. Oh, so she actually did, even though we stayed loyal, we actually did let her go.
Yeah.
Ever since the day Mars began, Mars has been doomed. No, there will never be a planet Mars. That's a name reserved for places where human life, gravity, and culture reign. This is just bitter Ares. But like the stringy, inedible weeds that grow when nothing else does, Cradle's Graces is dug in, and we can't get them out. The colonies are wrecked, and terraforming engines are broken. The gravity furnaces are out of control. There's no resources left on this planet, no strategic value. This planet doesn't even exist. It is an inert rock. There's no point in fighting. There's no need to fight. Ship selves can't keep you alive alone forever. And even if that was the case, we could leave tomorrow and claim victory. Most of the Memorial Foundation NSES fleet already did. That's why there's barely any of us left, and why we can't get them out. What? Why don't I go home too? And leave all these idiots just to fucking die on a rock? Who do you think we're doing this for? External communication sent on August 31st, 1978 by Memorial Foundation troops.
I do love that it also does the Metal Gear Solid thing of like, oh, it's the 70s.
Yeah.
Or like these things started in the 70s.
Yeah. It's a really good, I don't know what it is about it, but it's a really good vibe. It just I love me anything sort of that has a little bit of retro futuristic flair. I want everything to look like fucking Alien. Like that's my peak. The space program was like an attempt to make an outer heaven.
Yeah, I'm getting huge. I mean, again, you get the child soldiers. I mean, Lunaterra already looks like Liquid Snake, basically. There's a lot.
Hey, it's not like we're idiots. We know we're doomed. This planet still doesn't fulfill the requirements for human life. And life is just the start anyway. Don't you know that gravity is something more important? You do understand celestial mechanics, right? Matter is made of tiny particles, but enough of it exerts gravity that stitches the universe together. Culture is made by tiny humans, and enough of it together can decide what is real and what isn't. It's really quite fucked up that this is how decisions about humans get made. Enough humans can decide anything, and then it'll be true. Even about what's human and what's not. They don't even have to wait for the deadline. They've already decided that any human without their feet planted on the earth is in fact not a human. That's a pretty unusual thing for humans to do. No differences of any kind need to exist. We'll just be aliens, and then they'll send the real military after us, and we'll die. But if we just hold the line here for our princess to get through and make it to the moon, she'll open up the gravity well, and then we get to decide. Internal communication sent on January 25th, 1981 by Cradle's Graces Irregulars. It's morning on Ares, but what's time and space? If we can get our capital ship launched and refueled, and the prototype retrofitted with the final equipment, we'll have everything in place. Keep out of the canyons of Mars, where Cradle's Graces and Memorial Foundation are bickering. Hold the city ruins against invading troops, and make sure no one tries to set the oxygen ocean on fire while we refuel. It's a pretty thankless job. But me, I can't wait to see what happens. This is the most exciting space has ever been. Before we got here, this was a dead rock. But the best we could ever hoped for was Earth in a different place. Who needs that? Far in the distance, the moon's gravity well shines. If no one controls it before the deadline is up, Earth will take drastic steps to ensure that humanity is not divided. What they're afraid of happening, we will ensure that it happens. We'll finally have something alien in space. Private communication sent on January 26, 1981 by celestial mechanics researcher. Receiving report. Alert, report not accepted. 2 errors detected. Error 1, a failure to explain why celestial mechanics ship self, string of pearls, was not successfully apprehended. Error 2, a failure to explain why Cradle's Grace's ship self, Crun Macula, was not successfully incapacitated. Please correct errors before proceeding. Resubmit. Warning, no corrections submitted. Force resubmit. Generating new assignments. Penalty assignment, sniper duty, planet Ares, currently held by Cradle's Graces. Purpose, preventing celestial mechanics refueling and egress. Penalty assignment, sniper duty, Cradle's Graces held planet Ares. Purpose, top secret, take out Cradle's Graces prototype Crun Macula on research assignment in Cradle's Graces territory. Penalty assignments cannot be refused. Indicate you have understood new orders. Yes. Ready for gravitational catapult. Prepare to launch to inner solar system. Oh man. Should we do one more day? Are you down?
That would be perfect. Yeah, one more would be good.
Cool. Oh yeah, what's our
So,
Memorial Foundation has a little bit?
little.
Not enough to even impact the gravity.
Yeah.
That first mission was a big a big
That one was heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was more of a superficial, because even though we did go with Memorial Foundation, we didn't completely put our whole pussy in it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can overwrite. I think Lunaterra has a beautiful mistake and not a pussy, but you know.
yes. She has a space princess wand.
No, it is not a mistake.
It is not a mistake. Hollywood is triggered.
It's not a mistake.
Keep your
You're right.
head up, queen. Keep your crown on.
Subject Halamede 1. Origin leaked data packet. Author second generation pilot candidate interviews. Oh, do you want to take? We can switch off on these conversations too. Do you want to take Halamede? Or
Sure.
H?
Yeah. Why me?
Well, because you're special. A special kind of child.
All children are special.
Huh. That's true. They are.
I'm not more special than those children.
We think you might be.
Special how?
You're the top of your class already at such a young age. We think that you might be able to do things that other children can't.
My sister is better than me at all of those things, and my Aunt Europa when she was my age.
We think you might be special in a different sort of way. Can you look at the box in front of you?
Okay.
Pass your hand over the box.
Okay. Nothing happened.
We're using an instrument to measure something that is very, very small, but moving it even so little that you cannot see it would be very important.
How do I do that?
You should not think about it. Just do it.
I can't.
I know you can.
I can't.
Your aunt and your sister could easily do as much, so you can do as much too.
Oh, it moved.
Did you get that? Yes, I saw it move. Literally saw it. Contact the director immediately. Almeid has powers.
Has the gift.
Yeah, she needed to be be told that, oh yeah, these other people can do it.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Matilda. She's an 11. Unified culture theory. Pre-installed reference material. Author Memorial Foundation introductory literature. Unified culture theory is a brute forcing of defined solutions for the universe through the forcible elimination of all other possibilities. All right. The theory is attractive to those who desire a beautiful, simple, endlessly complex solution for our universe. In order to develop this theory, there needs to be a solution for the Nix eversion paradox, which demands that anything not human exists in the everse. The most compelling current premise for a unified culture theory under contemporary physical models involves a full integration of all available concepts, directed and established in such ways as to maximize benefit for humanity. This, quote, theory of everything speaks to the desire to know, understand, and master the universe while also incorporating a premise of universal love. Happiness for everybody, free, and let no one be left behind. Unlike tyrants of old that crushed alternate futures under their heels and only caused the existential enemy to blossom, such a unified theory would welcome and forgive all humanity and direct the benefit to benefit all things that are and that might yet be.
Okay.
Sounds very super anti-fascist, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All unite in one brotherhood, joy, etc. Enjoying your missions? More thrilling work than fighting the half-hearted troops left on Ares?
Much, much more. I forgot what it was like to work this hard. I'm rusty.
Are you unhappy with your progress?
Is she rusty? Is she calling her fellow mech pilots buddy? are
Mm.
are you on? Are yeah? Uh, I don't know.
Are you unhappy?
I don't know. God, this sounds like me in therapy.
So your therapist is mommy, is what you're saying? Uh,
No.
it's always been very hard to tell with you, though I'm not sure if I can answer that question better than you.
What'd you miss, Elamine? We uh yeah, 10-4, good buddy. We chose to embarrass Saturn, and then we've just been reading through everything. Um okay, yeah. It's always been very hard to tell with you, though I'm not sure if I can answer that question better. Oh, that's you. Sorry. Oh yeah, you missed us reading your email where we learned that
You're
about your special
Matilda.
your special powers. the
Yeah,
the direction allegations of nepotism are unfounded.
that did cross my mind.
Just a little bit.
But yes, but you do clearly have talent. Though I'm not sure if I can answer that question better than you. I've known you since you were freshly assigned to the first pilot wave. You were so delicate, and you've only become more delicate even as you've become stronger.
I didn't think you described me back then as delicate.
I saw it very clearly, though the other executives thought you were a scrappy pain in the butt. You were just scared.
There's no point. There's no point in pretending otherwise. You just see through it. I guess I haven't changed as much as I thought.
Long ago, I saw a strong and delicate girl. I have worked hard to make you more and more of that. Rather than simply cultivating your strengths, understanding your weaknesses is needed to grow. Let me ask you again, and this time focus. Count backwards from 20. Remember a moment of comfort. This is like therapy.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Are you happy or unhappy?
I don't know. God, this is just like my therapy sessions. Because I feel like I'm on the cusp of something. It's frightening, yet it could be something amazing.
That's a real feeling. Good girl.
Ah! My therapist doesn't usually call me good girl.
She just throws the biscuits.
I get treaties.
Just get treaties.
See, she's not like her mom. She is like her therapist. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Yeah, is your aunt your ex's therapist / mommy?
Ooh, there's layers to this.
There's a lot of layers.
Oh,
Ugh.
ooh, that's awful. Um, are you blushing?
Anyone would. I feel even more embarrassed than I did back then.
Oh, that's an even better feeling to have. Hold on to that one.
Oh,
God. Oh.
okay. So now we have 2 more missions. Rift in the Earth. After her maiden voyage, Cradle's Grace is testing the finishing touches on the terrifying Crunmacula prototype. It's a chance for Lunaterra to defeat their trump card. But will she close the rift between them instead, or only widen it deeper? And 400 millimeter kiss. Memorial Foundation deploys a certain sniper to stop escape and resupply routes to the resting Celestial Mechanics fleet. All Saturn needs to do is stay out of that trouble. But what's the chance of that? I think this will probably be the last one we do today, so I'm down to chat. Which one should we do? We'll finish this, and we'll finish this next time. Hopefully, we'll finish it next time.
Yeah. So, do you want to see Pluto or do you want to see Saturn right now? Choose your Blorbo.
Cradle's Grace, freaks, freaks, freaks. Very particular 400 millimeter kiss choice. That is very good. Either of the option on 400 millimeter kiss are great. I like the LT losing on Rift better. All right, let's. I'm down. I'm down to do 400 millimeter kiss.
Sure.
I think we may have actually tied, but
Yeah. Oh well.
guard duty in Olympus City.
Command is worried the Celestial Mechanics unit might try to escape while the fleet is launching, using the cityscape as cover.
Then they've just given up on catching them on Ares if their only hope is them being that stupid. It's a ruined husk, and even Cradle's Graces isn't clinging to it like they cling to even the faintest sign of life on Mars. Excuse me, Ares. Well, it's boring, pointless work that no one wants to do, and it's going to make me wonder if someone's actually mad at me.
You let the prototype escape, Lunaterra, and the most generous assumption is incompetence, which from you they have a hard time buying.
That's not fair. I'm plenty incompetent. They should know that by now.
You are only incompetent in the ways you wish to be.
That's an awfully profound way to call me lazy.
If you were simply lazy, you wouldn't go out of your way to find so much trouble to get in. And that's the reason why this assignment is so disastrous as a punishment. Boring you is dangerous. I learned that very early on in your career. There's no way to make you sit still.
God,
ADHD
mood.
girlies right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, mood. Oh, maybe I'll try it this time. There's this good sniper spot with a view of the whole city. I won't move from there.
Why does it sound less like you are promising to behave and more like you're going to brag about how much trouble you can get in without even moving?
Either way, they're sure to put me back in the front, right? Oh shit, we have to choice. Do we just have to
Oh.
fucking
So we could just take Saturn out, or there's more of a fight, more of a dance,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously more interesting.
We haven't actually and we actually haven't given any Celestial Mechanics hasn't gotten any points yet.
Yeah. So that would
I'm
be fun.
Yeah, I'm down. I love to see a girl get fucking hit from you know, a long ways away, but I also I don't know who I favor yet of these factions. So
Hmm.
I like kind of spreading it out.
Yeah, I feel that.
Balance shifts because Saturn moved and Lunaterra couldn't. Got you. She does. Saturn is as good as already down, but so is Lunaterra.
Got you too.
Pure spite got Saturn this far and will get her even farther. She takes aim and fires. Lunaterra, perfectly still for the perfect shot, is perfectly unable to get out of the way in time. Saturn's string of pearls is laid out flat on her back, creaking and twitching, and Lunaterra's mare Chrysium falls from her sniper spot like a burning star. Lunaterra wakes up first, but her flight unit is shot. It's hard to hide a ship that can't fly in a city, but the mare Chrysium is full of unfair tricks. Shooting her down is just the beginning. You have to catch her next. That's alright with Saturn. She's at her best when everyone is in the dirt. When she wakes up, she's ready. She might be in worse shape than Lunaterra, but worse shape is her best. String and Pearl skirts along the half-constructed city with the shape of ruins and the pristine finish of plastic toys still in their boxes, looking through hole Lunaterra's nestled in and dodging her shots of protest.
Reba took longer than I thought, but ready or not, here I come. Hey, hey, come out, come out, come out. You almost got me the last time you poked your head out to shoot. Try again. Aw, come on, I'm not babbling to trick you or anything. I'm just having a great time here.
Saturn out looking for hole. Typical.
I'd love it if you'd stop making me feel like I'm just talking to myself.
I can hear you just fine, Saturn.
What, this isn't exciting enough? I guess that's why you're the ace pilot, LT. I need to have you on the ropes to taunt you and dodge at the same time.
An ear-splitting crash, impossible to tell which direction the shot came from. The cover around Saturn explodes. I'm an ace because I keep my priorities straight.
That's not what I've heard.
What have you heard?
that keeping your priorities straight is the thing that you're the worst at, that it's pretty much your most obvious weak point.
Maybe they don't know what my priorities are.
Is getting shot down by an idiot with no combat experience high on your priority list?
The building next to Saturn explodes.
Is missing all the time high on your priority list?
You really are a brat.
Is getting harassed constantly by flirtatious brats high on your priority list?
You're really on your toes today. Can't hit you with anything.
Yeah, I'm having fun too.
What a mess, haha. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. Or having so much fun.
I'm glad you think so.
It's a funny kind of date if you put it that way.
If this fighting is just play fighting, then keep playing with me. You should be careful though. You never know what I might try next. I've got so many plans for dragging you out in the sun.
Like what? Are they working on me?
Of course, stop underestimating me. I'm executing several plans as we speak. You're not at all ready, Lunaterra. I'm not giving you any way out.
You're not going to at least give me a hint? I'm at a disadvantage here.
You can't trick me into giving it all away. But maybe you're right. Maybe I should be generous and let you know just a hint about one plan.
You're generous. You should know this, but winning isn't my highest priority. It won't mean that I'm easy, though.
Hey, we do think alike, at least on the first half of that. If you love winning, the stalemate of this whole conflict should bore you to tears. All that's left in space are second choice pilots who suck at things like winning, no matter how good they are. I'm the second choice, but I'm the pilot that's here right now, and no one else would have thought of the plan I did.
Oh, I'm a second choice too, or I wouldn't be here. It's that great a plan.
Really? You? Oh, it's not a good plan. It's just that no one else would do it because I'd have to be a freak to try to catch you on foot.
A first choice would never be sent to space in the first place. That does sound like a crazy plan to me. What would you even do if you found me, assuming I'm standing still?
I know it sounds like I'm showing off, but I couldn't beat you in a fair fight, so anything else is in my favor, right? Maybe it's the only way around that ghost ship of yours, and how much of a genius you are. I can track any ship that I've hit once.
I also have ways of being so hidden you could never find me.
You're right, huh? But you haven't used them.
Maybe not.
Also, did you know that your Mari Crisium has a manual bypass for opening the cockpit?
Yes.
Oh, good. But I'll knock anyway.
The gentle hiss of pressure, and the cockpit opens. Oh my god!
Chill.
Oh my god!
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Oh my god, she's so cute. You look a little different. Not nearly so smug.
And you look a lot different. I remember you now. You were such a good girl. I never would have thought that was you.
You're smiling, Lunaterra. Did something good just happen?
You must really trust me to come around armed.
Why would I need to be? I win. I'd say I'm pretty dangerous just like this.
You think of everything.
Never mind. You do look infuriatingly smug for someone I just beat. Step away from the controls.
Sure. I'm not laughing at you. I'm impressed. You know, even still, even in a fake fight you have no respect for, no one takes me this seriously. I'm the Memorial Foundation ace, but just by default, after the good ones left. So I don't mind losing to you, since you think I'm so cool. Lunaterra kneels by the controls, hands up. They're still in reach. Saturn climbs the open hatch.
No sudden movements, and I don't think you're cool.
What do you want now? My ship? Me? They're both useless.
I'll decide that. I don't need your ship out of commission. I'm going to be much cooler than you very soon, and then I'll beat you sort of fair and square. But maybe I should reprogram this ship to be absolutely sure.
Lunaterra whips around so fast Saturn's pinned down in the cockpit seat before she can tell how it happened. Sorry, but touching there isn't allowed.
This is
Don't touch me in
great.
my cockpit.
Hmm. So, then where is touching allowed?
You are absolutely much more dangerous without a gun. LT's hand is on Saturn's collar, and her other on Saturn's wrist. Saturn slips her free hand down LT's arm. How about here? Or,
So, how about here?
that's fine.
What about here?
I won't stop you.
You don't mind if I touch your face, but you won't let me touch your ship?
Some places on the ship are fine. Same place on me are fine. Which do you want to know right now?
Is this. Damn it.
So, how's unbuttoning my shirt going? It's harder than it looks at that angle with just one hand, huh?
Oh my god. Just make out with me, you heinous bitch. Oh my god.
Lunatera had this idea, but instead she forgets it. She finds she's let her grip go slack, and Saturn's nearly leapt out of the chair to kiss her. That thought is a little surprising, but her body made the right call in the moments in between when she was too busy overthinking it. Saturn seems a little mad about that smug face Lunatera is making, and bite Lunatera's lip as they kiss. It doesn't encourage Lunatera to stop being like that. This is absolutely insane.
Are you kidding? What could possibly be a better use of your time? Don't tell me duty is why you're fighting out here, or you would have stopped me before I opened the hatch.
You're not just here for fun. You're not doing this just because there's no point and you're killing time before the war collapses one way or another.
Obviously. I can be sure. I can be sure and still make out with you. Would it disappoint you if I wasn't? Oh, don't make that face. I can tell it would. That's good, though. I feel the same way. I wouldn't have let you flirt if that's just all you were.
How can you be sure?
Looks like I know something you don't, even if it's just one thing.
I'm always the last to know.
You always make it seem like you know what you're doing.
I'm just acting on instinct. My body knows what to do.
Then you should be asking her. She'll know just what to do.
God damn!
Ah!
Oh.
Ah! I love how they took, I can't remember which character was the bitchy character in We Know the Devil. Can't remember what her planet was, Neptune. Like,
Yeah. Oh
this is
yeah.
like,
Pluto is very Neptune.
but way more like under control. Like, whereas as she was like really, Neptune was very like, they were teens with lots of inner conflict and self-loathing. This
Yeah.
is a lot more. She's had that phase or whatever she was when she was younger, and now she's a little bit older, and
It's God, that is true.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a lot more
God,
charming now.
God damn.
That was good.
This is a good video game. This is an extremely good video game.
Yeah, the writing has like it was already great writing, and We Know the Devil. I feel like it's stronger. I feel like the storytelling mechanics are
The
are
actual
stronger.
the actual correspondence is Neptune equals Pluto, Jupiter equals Lunatera, and Venus uh is Saturn. Yeah, but they all share a lot in
Mm,
common.
yeah,
Yeah, not the same literal people, but yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm getting the names mixed up too. Who was the
yeah.
who was the bitchy one? Was that?
That was Neptune.
Yeah. There's shades of the why do I wanted to why did I want to say white as kids that
You
do
know,
yeah. We know the devil characters in each
that's
of the
funny.
Heaven Will Be Mine ones, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see the Jupiter Lunaterra for sure, but
Mhm.
different, little with a little transgender flavor.
Yeah, I mean Jupiter was the Trangs one before too, right? Like
No, she was the like self-harming, like wristband
right,
lesbian
okay.
with a big
Yeah.
coat. which is still pretty transgender sounding now that it's
Yeah.
big coat.
Oh man. This is a good game. Thank you so much for being here, for everybody coming out. Um,
Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Halimede.
you know what? Actually, so everybody, yep. This. Thank you everybody for who subscribes. Thank you. Watch our vods on YouTube. Um, join the Piscord. We love the Piscord. It's very good. Catch us at all of those places. But you know what? Before we go, I just realized. I know you weren't an official guest, Halmead, but I think you were enough of a guest that I think we should add a doll to the dollhouse. Uh,
Yes. This is a lot to take in all of a sudden, we know. But
so we
whenever we
have
have a guest.
yes. Um, yeah, whenever we have a guest, we add to the dollhouse. This is uh Hannibal's office is the locale. We got Link, we got Xena. That was a chat choice. We have Agnes Collard and Joyce Carol Oates.
We got
And
Buggy,
we got Buggy from One Piece. And we also
Baby
have
Gronk,
yeah, we got Baby Gronk. And we got what is his name? I always
Charlie Kaufman, or whatever his name is
Oh
from
yeah, Charlie.
Adaptation
Yeah, we got
or something.
Nicolas Cage's Charlie Kaufman. Who is this man that talked about Gronk?
Hoopify.
Hoopify, yeah, from the Baby Gronk video. And then this is Jerry Horn from Twin Peaks eating his lovely baguette. So what?
Yes.
So this is our dollhouse, and all of our guests can add somebody to the dollhouse. They can be any fictional or real character, from any fiction, from any reality. Uh, and we also have Golem because he's a birthday boy. We decided, and a
Mhm.
Kinkajou who is one of our freak of the weeks.
Yeah, and some of them are leather boys, as you can see also, but
Yeah.
that's just for fun. So Alameda Icy.
Yeah, you get it immediately, obviously. It's pretty easy when you put it like that.
Yeah. So whoever you want to
Jesus.
add.
It's Halloween's choice. Halloween was our guest of honor. You can add anyone, although we do want to add more. Oh yeah, if you have a specific picture, that would be great too. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a PNG. I can add a thing. We
We have
um
abilities.
we have abilities. We do, yeah, we're eventually we do have it's really good, right? And I love I love Agnes's stance. It's so
Oh my
good.
god.
It's the
She has a
most
lot of good outfits.
she does.
Ugh.
Yeah, we want to add more we want to add more audience polls, but we still have yet to do it. I think the big thing we need to do next is, as much as I love Hannibal's office, is we have to move. We have to
Yeah.
get like an actual, like, what I would love, and I don't think there's any OBS geniuses in the chat that can help me figure out. What I want is to be able to move the whole scene and have everything move together, and then but also be able to move individual stuff, so we can like zoom in and like move around a scene, so I can have it be bigger.
Yeah. That would be nice.
DS9 Promenade.
Lulu Fink's Hunger Games Simulator. I don't think I know what that is.
Oh, okay, good. We're putting in an image of Halloween's awful ex, Lunatera
Mm,
herself.
you're not still hung up on her or anything.
Is there a full body image of her? And if you can't find it right now, you can send it to me later. Yeah, if you can't find it right now, you can send it to me later and we can put it in there for later. Huge preference for full body image, obviously. Uh, Image of my girl Simone de Beauvoir. Ooh, who is that?
Like a
I'm happy.
feminist writer.
I'm happy with either.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find a. I don't know if there's any official art of Lunaterra that's full body or like that. Presumably there is. Let me see.
Yeah, it sounds like Halloween has a special reserve.
Yeah, I imagine she would.
French existentialist philosopher, writer, social theorist, and feminist activist.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you so much. And Halle we will be doing, well, and everyone, we are probably not streaming at all next week because of travel plans for both of us, I think most likely.
Yes.
But we will be finishing this out probably the next week.
Yep.
I
Two to
think is the
five.
plan.
Or one to four CT, 2 to 5 ET. Fridays our normal time. So presumably not next week, but the week after we will be doing. Yep. I know we're not allowed to go on break. You guys tell all of your friends about this show and make them sub, and then when we have 10,000 subscribers,
I'll
uh
quit my job and then we can stream more.
yeah, exactly. um what oh, I forgot how were we gonna do 3,000 subscribers, and then we were gonna do a chatterbait stream where we rate porn? Is that what it was?
Oh,
Where we
I mean, I
watch
think I
porn?
said I would do that at any time.
I know. I think you said 1,000, and I was like, let's wait, because I feel like we need to get them.
Yeah,
Did you
we
say
need an incentive.
artistic bump? No, I don't want them to know about this. No, Lulu thinks we're talking about we're gonna go on Chatterbait. We're gonna do this show on Chatterbait, and then show porn and rate porn. But I think we need more
Yeah.
people because we've got a healthy amount of people here, but not most of them won't come. So I mean, most of them won't
Most
come.
of them are on antidepressants and can't come.
uh, oh my god.
I mean, I do have. We could also just use my existing chatterbait, which I might have a couple
Yeah,
thousand on. So
that's true, but oh my god. Oh, so eventually.
they haven't seen me in a while, so they'd be confused.
All right. Well, again, uh that's all our stuff. I'm going to put uh an actual link to Halloween's Twitter. Go
Um,
follow Halloween. I think that Halloween, I think you need to get on Tumblr. I think Tumblr is a
yeah,
wonderful place, and I think that your views would be welcomed there.
the
And no,
chaser police are coming. If you can hear the sirens,
yeah, it is quite loud.
put
The
your hands up.
chaser police. Looking for subs who can come. We will be talking about crimes.
That's sex to me.
I lied. We're not having sex. Now let me tell you about these crimes tweets. I am law abiding. I will gladly allow them to arrest me. I will go to jail for trans.
You're so
Oh,
good.
so good.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I'm not
Oh.
showing. Yep. Halloween MF on Twitter. thank you again. And thank you again for all of you. Let's see if
Uh,
there's somebody to raid. Um, check the people I'm following too.
yeah.
Uh,
Do you know who Trans Riot Music is? Is that one of your
I think is that maybe
friends?
that might be oh yeah, that's free 99. I guess they must have
Oh yeah.
changed that. Yeah, that is absolutely perfect.
Yeah. Let's let's send the freaks over there.
Um if you haven't heard free 99, just incredible uh trans led band. Yes, thank you so much, Halmead. Go save the other transes. We can't. This one trans woman is not. You need to, spread your love.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again, and for everyone
Yeah,
else,
absolutely.
we'll send you over to Free 99. They got fucking banned from Twitter, so which is where they had a lot of their social clout. So go give them a follow. Go listen to their music.
Yeah, they're making some music right now, doing some production stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much for everybody who was here for the game.
Yeah,
Really
that
glad
was
to
a lot
have
of
you.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun to finish.
Absolutely. All right. Bye, friends.
Bye.